Rhett Wilson, and I was asked, is it feasible for a Louisiana resident to invest in solar panels or electric vehicles? We can split that off into the solar panel aspect first. Mainly it comes down to price of installing the solar panels and maintaining them versus the price of your electrical utility. If you have cheap electricity, doesn't matter, it doesn't make sense to install $10,000, $20,000 of solar panels on your roof to then, you're still getting cheap electricity, so it doesn't make sense. Say if you live way out in the boonies or some crazy circumstance where, electricity is high, well then obviously it would make more sense to do solar panels, especially if it's more sunny. No, we're not the most sunny state, but it just comes down to cost of utilities versus cost of solar panel installation. And so for the electrical vehicles part, mainly it really only matters for inner city people that live in, like New Orleans or BR, maybe Alexandria, maybe Shreveport, but when you get out to the rural areas where you have, long distance driving, it doesn't really make sense to have an electric vehicle. What if you get stranded on the side of the highway because your battery was too cold one morning and your battery, pooped out on you. So that's an issue. Your gas tank you have 400 miles to eat. Sometimes the batteries can lose energy, especially in winter. Another issue is cost of maintenance. Teslas and other EVs are not cheap. I don't know what they're going for, but I'm sure that the battery life is going to reach a limit one time. Say you drive 100,000 miles in your Tesla, and then hey, it costs $20,000 to upgrade your battery pack because it's not overcharged. Well, that's something you're not going to run into with a Japanese crack box, for example. My Tacoma is 200,000 miles and going strong, and low maintenance on it, so it's cheap. And I think for rural people and suburban people, it's easier to drive gas vehicles. And maybe for people that live in the city that don't drive far, electric vehicles can make sense. That's my answers.